CST 424, Gendered Communication. As you probably already know, my name is Tracy Powers and I'm the instructor for this course. In this video, I want to give you a few tips and explanations to help you be successful in this course. This is a picture of my family. We were at a museum in northern Serbia where we spent this past summer where my husband was working. My two boys here have given me many opportunities to apply some of the theories you'll explore this semester to my own family. It's really interesting to see theory actually come to life. I'm an Arizona native and I've studied communication at the University of Arizona where I received my bachelor's degree. And after spending some time in the world working for both an advertising agency and then I worked for an airline, I completed my MBA. I then became a student again here at NAU and completed my MA in communication. I've been teaching communication courses since 2003 and I jumped into teaching online back in 2004 when things were really quite different. Many students actually still connected via dial-up internet to log into the course. I want to spend just a few moments here giving you tips that will help you succeed in this course. An online course requires a high level of motivation and you can sometimes feel isolated. I hope that some of the discussions in the course allow you to feel that you're really part of a community for the next 8 weeks. So let's first look at how you should approach each module. Most of the modules, with the exception of Module 7, are for 1 week. They begin on Saturday and end on Friday when most of your assignments are due. Always start by reading the module introduction to get an idea of the topics we're going to cover. Next, review all of the assignments, especially what you'll be doing for the essays and the discussions. This will help you with the reading, which you should tackle next. I'll discuss some tips for taking notes in just a bit, but with the heavy reading requirements in this course, you should definitely have a note-taking strategy. Once you've completed all the readings, you should make your first discussion post. This is due earlier in the module on Tuesdays so that others have time to thoughtfully reply to your posts. If everyone posts on the last day when assignments are due, then we really aren't having a discussion. Next, you can take the quiz, if there is one, so that you can assess your understanding of the readings. And then next, complete any essays that are assigned. The last task is to reply to your classmates. It's nice to finish up the discussion after everyone's been working with the content for a bit. Keep in mind that this is just a suggestion, so if something else works for you, do it. So now let's look at an approach you can take for the reading in this course. As an upper division course, there is a lot of academic reading involved. Occasionally you'll find a video, but most of the content will require reading. I believe that you'll probably find the material interesting, but the truth is academic reading requires a higher level of focus than when reading for entertainment. And I'm sure you've all experienced a situation when you've read a page in your textbook and soon discover that you can't really recall anything that you've just read. So in order to avoid being overwhelmed with all of the reading, here's some tips for approaching it. First, it's important to set aside an appropriate amount of time to do the readings, and this includes taking notes and everything else I suggest. So take a quick look at the number of pages you'll be tackling, times it by 5, and that should give you a rough idea as to how much time you should devote to it, to both reading and understanding the material. Now, of course, this will vary depending on your reading and comprehension speed. Next, try not to sit down and read everything at once. Just as you'd have a difficult time listening to me lecture for 4 hours straight, it's really difficult to absorb everything you've read if you do it all at once. You will need to recall theories, examples, opinions, ideas, and other content from the readings when you complete your assignments. So divide your readings into 10 or less page chunks. You may want to do a little more at times depending on the difficulty of the reading, but this is a good average number of pages to tackle. You may not already have a habit of highlighting or taking notes as you read. If you do, that's great. Continue what works for you. But if you don't, let me encourage you to do so for this course as it will actually save you time later when you complete your assignments. So first, you preview the reading. Read section headers, bold text, introductions, and any discussion questions such as you have typically at the end of a textbook chapter. And for articles, the abstract's always a good place to start. Previewing the material gives you a good idea as to what lies ahead and will actually help you organize your reading and your understanding, and it'll help you read more quickly, since you already have the big picture. So now for taking notes. Since I recommend that you read the assignment instructions prior to doing the reading, you should highlight topics, ideas, theories, examples, and other things that you may want to use later in an assignment. Don't highlight every single thing, just those items that you may want to review later. If you have a digital copy of the textbook, you can highlight online. And if you do not, if you print the articles, there's ways to also highlight a PDF document online, such as a PDF viewer. Visit the Papers and Writing tab in Blackboard for more information on how to do this on computers and mobile devices. So as you take notes, keep in mind the assignments for the module as well as the reaction papers. Again, you can do this online or by hand. Some research points to writing by hand as a better way to help recall material, but each person is different. Finally, review and summarize. Review your notes and highlights and write a brief, maybe one paragraph at the most, summary. This not only helps you recall it, it'll give you a really quick way to review a section of your notes to see if you want to use that article or chapter as a source in an assignment. So next we'll take a quick look at the syllabus. As you may have noticed already, my syllabus is a little different than some others you may have seen. I like to create a web page so that you can easily access various content sections when needed. I hope this format makes it easier for you to return to the syllabus throughout the semester for guidance rather than sorting through a really long document. At the beginning of the course, though, do make sure to click on every tab and link. There's a lot of information here that you should know prior to starting in on the course content. And last, I want to make sure to clarify the late policy in this course. As I mentioned in the syllabus, research on college students show that getting behind in coursework is a major factor in students dropping out of a course or getting a low grade. In an 8-week online course, it's especially important to keep on track, since getting behind on one assignment slowly snowballs and you can easily get overwhelmed with all the work you have to do. There are due dates for everything in this course. However, life happens, and sometimes you may need to submit something late. We all have challenges and obstacles in our lives. So to keep things as fair as possible, please do not ask for extensions. If you turn in an assignment late, I will use the Blackboard timestamp to calculate your penalty. Your assignment will be deducted 1% of the total points for an assignment for every 30 minutes you are late. This means in 48 hours or 2 days, you're basically left with 0 points. You can review this example for further clarification. And remember, discussions are not accepted late. Submit your initial posts when there are discussions on Tuesday and replies by Friday. Late posts in the discussion board are not read and really don't become a part of the discussion. If you still have questions, please feel free to email me at any time or post your questions to the class questions discussion forum. Also, feel free to answer your classmates if I've not already done so. So enjoy the class. I'm really looking forward to the next 8 weeks.